It's electric.
Look out there, MP. You know I rock New Balances myself. Great for my back hip.
Tear it up.
All right, baby. Let's get down.
It's warming up. Beautiful afternoon on the Strip. Nothing like Las Vegas, Nevada. Well, we've made it through. Two rounds of the NBA Cup. And the stakes just keep rising.
Kevin, once you get to single elimination, there's no room for error. You have two Eastern Conference heavyweights going at it. I think this game could come down to the wire.
The bright lights of the NBA Cup semifinal. So much pressure. And guess what? MP thrives in the spotlight. Guys, he loves it.
Yeah, and talking to MP before the game, you could tell he was ecstatic. The entire NBA is watching this one. MP has a huge chance to prove himself. I expect him to have a big game.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Harper is out there with Martin. Then it's Cheeks. Then there's McDaniels. And it's Gray in at the shooting guard position. The kick out to Harper. Pass to McDaniels. The rebound by Mitchell. Here's Thunder. There's the pick. Here we go, one-on-one. Now McDaniels lays it up and banks it in.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Thunder passes to Mitchell. To the inside. White. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barrett. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, Martin, and the three ball is good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's McDaniel. What a tremendous game he played against Cleveland. And the shot is good.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Here's Gray. Following the bucket by the Hawks. Martin with a screen on Lyles. Gray's shot is off. And it's the Hawks' ball. They trail by 1. Last time they met was in Charlotte, where they beat the Hornets.
and really brought an impressive physicality to that matchup, drawing a ton of fouls and, of course, went on to win it.
Well, and coaches will sometimes complain about an inconsistent whistle from the refs, but credit them for the level of aggression to make things happen.
Stolen by McDaniels. Fast break now for Charlotte. Harper kicks to McDaniels. Here's Gray. He had that big outing in that Cavaliers game as well. McDaniels with the ball. He's picked up by White. Cheeks' shot is good.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Mitchell passes to Thunder. Lets the three fly. And it's Harper with the rebound. Hornets leading by 3. It's stolen. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. They get it back. Goes back up. White. Poked away.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Gray passes to Martin. Drills it from outside. Martin's got 6.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Mitchell dishes to White. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, got a piece of it. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Spins. Gray kicks to McDaniels. No good on the 3. The Hawks trail by 6. White the pass to Thunder. Mitchell outside. Shoots over Harper. The Hawks again can't hit. Charlotte has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Snatched up. Tries again. Got a hand on it.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Here's Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
And here are the Hornets now, following the bucket by the Hawks. Gray kicks to McDaniels. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And it's Thunder missing. And here's Charlotte. They're on a 12-4 run. And the foul called on Thunder. That's his first foul. Here's Gray. Still without a basket. Pass to McDaniels. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
And let's check out a breakdown looking at some data for White.
Just an incredible month of basketball. And he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker. Now, here's Mitchell. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Bulls in Chicago.
Yeah, and he also put in major work on the boards. Just an all-around dominant performance.
And here is McDaniel. Pass to Gray. Out to the wing. And here is McDaniel. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Here's Gray, following the bucket by the Hawks. Cheeks with a screen on Lyons. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gray, and the layup's good off the glass.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through.
Atlanta calls timeout, so it's both teams making substitutions here. While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season. Charlotte leading by 10. On the court for the Hornets, we've got Allen. Adams is out there with Rizachet. And it's Gray in at the 2-guard. Lets it go with the 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Gray's got the lead up to 13 now for the Hornets.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Charlotte's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. From downtown, rebound by the Hawks. Mitchell in the corner. White left side. Lots of room. Good as the jump shot falls. White's got it back down to single digits for the Hawks. Pass to Rizachet. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Clement. Good on the triple. He has 6.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
His first, team first.
Mitchell outside. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Charlotte leading by 12. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against the Bulls delivered a big performance. He scored 22 points, and his active hands were on display again with a lot of steals. It was a complete game from him in every sense of the word. We'll see what he has in store tonight. Guys?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Here's Gray. He's got 8. He gets it in there. Mitchell outside. On the wing, Mitchell. Shoots from 12. Again, Mitchell missing.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result. Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Steps back. Pass to Thunder. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Stan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier, but I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
Here's Peterson. Still scoreless. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Here's Gray. 10 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Rizachet. Charlotte again missing. The Hawks trail by 10. The Hawks have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. First free throw is good. The Hawks making a switch here. Isles checked in. And Mitchell drops them both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Here's Gray. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Pass to Cheeks. Over Barrett. Cheeks no good. And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against Chicago. Lyles no good.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Now, here's McDaniel. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Cheeks. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And the Hornets lead by 10. The Hawks have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Tipped away. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's McDaniels. Lays it in off the breakaway. McDaniels got 6. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Charlotte.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And one other thing that stands out, all the block shots. I mean, staying up in their jerseys to me.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Lyles. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Martin's checked in for the Hornets. Harper comes in for Rizachet. A moment here now to see the numbers for him.
And he's tailed off in the last 10 games when it comes to his D. You can see his steals are down, but he's not playing with the same intensity that he had to begin with. The coaching staff's got to get him motivated.
Now, here's McDaniels. 6 points for him. Lock at 6. Gray passes to McDaniels. Good on the three-point shot. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, he's picking it up here in the second quarter after a slow start.
Here's Thunder. Martin with the block. And so it looks like the Hawks retain possession here.
Looking now at some numbers for Thunder. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. First in steals, and he's as good as it gets from three-point land. In fact, the best percentage that we have in the league.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. And here is McDaniels following the 3 from Thunder. McDaniels dishes to Gray. Good, nice job down low. Gray's got 12 points in the game. Malone finds Mitchell. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Stolen by McDaniels. Cheeks with it. He's picked up by White. And here's Harper from the arc. A rebound by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Thunder. He's guarded by Harper. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, Stan, as a former coach, I imagine it has to be hard for you to watch basketball as a fan.
Well, it is. It's very hard, almost impossible. I'm almost always watching from a coach's standpoint, an X and O's standpoint. But I will say, even when I was standing on the sidelines, NBA players are so good that you have fan moments even while you're coaching.
It seems like every game we see something we've never seen before, right?
I can remember turning around to my assistants and saying, "Can you believe that?"
And there's the try.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Pass to Nunley. Martin with a screen on Lyles. Here's Nunley. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's his first trip to the line. Allen. So we wrap up the first half. Hornets lead by 12. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, a sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year race.
It's far enough into the season now where you can tell which guys are for real and which guys are pushing for that ROI.
I remember in 1993, you winning that award, Shaq, mainly because you should have won that champ.
And moving on now to that first half, tough sledding so far for the Atlanta Hawks.
Let me start off.
And that about wraps it up.
And halftime is come and gone, and the second half of the NBA Cup semifinal is here. Lyles out there with Thunder. Then it's Barrett, then it's Mitchell, and it's White in its center. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. McDaniels with the ball. He's picked up by White. Outside Harper. Gray passes to Martin. A three-pointer, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Thunder. Barrett setting a pick for Lyles. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Hornets leading by 12. Here's Gray. Back to Cheeks. They get a hand on it. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Mitchell kicks to Lyles. Barrett setting a pick for Lyles. No good on the triple. And the foul called on Thunder. That's foul number 2 for him. Charlotte shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. McDaniels with the ball. 12 points for him. Pass to Gray. 6 on the shot clock. Tries a 3. The shot by McDaniels, no good. The Hawks trail by 12. Now Mitchell. He's guarded by Harper. And Mitchell gets it to go. Mitchell's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Atlanta. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Gray, covered by Lyles. Takes the 3. Gray's shot is off.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Pass to McDaniels. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. 3-pointer. Gray, that's good. Gray's got 15.
All right, they got one on the board in the second half. Now you want to see more shots start to drop.
On the wing, Mitchell. Onside, Barrett. Thunder passes to White. Here's Thunder. For 3, Mitchell trains the three-pointer. 11 points in the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Gray. 15 points in the game. McDaniels gets a wide-open look, and it's the Hornets another 3.
Oh, man, how about the last-minute decision there to pull the shot down and get a better one for your teammate?
Here's Thunder. McDaniels defending.
His first. Team's first.
Here's Thunder. 10 points for him. Driving in, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, "We've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose." Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. D.A. thanks. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Picked off in midair. Now the Hawks moving it the other way, pushing it up. No good that time. Great D that time from Martin. Charlotte leading by 13. And here's Harper from the arc. Atlanta with the rebound. White's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Atlanta again missing.
Now, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going.
Martin the pass to Cheeks. Back to Martin. Pass to Gray. Just 5 to shoot. Drives to the hoop. Rebound by Thunder. For Atlanta, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Nice move. Miles kicks to Barrett. McDaniels against Mitchell. Thunder passes to White. Looking to get back on track here. Miles no good.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Here's Gray. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Now Wiles. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game.
And not his quarter, scoring-wise. Just 1 of 7 from the field.
Here's Gray. Into the lane. And it's White with the rebound. Well, Greg, they're making a valiant effort to come all the way back. Wow.
And they need to take care of the basketball. Plenty of time. No need to force anything.
Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, look, I loved being around the game. And so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one. So that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way. So if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Gray. And here's Harper from the arc. He doesn't hit that one.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from 3.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Wide, a screen on Harper. Mitchell. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Harper dishes to McDaniels. Pass to Adams. And stolen by White. Lobbed up there for Mitchell. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Hornets leading by 10. 1:57 left in the third quarter. Trying to get something going. Atlanta with the rebound. Mitchell's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here is Valentine. 8 points for him. Basket counts. Charlotte shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Gray inside, and he uses the glass on the layup. Gray's got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And the Hornets shooting is leaving some to be desired, just 36% here in the third quarter. McDaniels passes to Gray. Sinks the triple. Gray's got 12 points in just the second half.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Pass to Thunder. 46 seconds left to play here in the third, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. On the court for the Hornets, they've got McDaniels. Cheeks is out there with Harper, and it's Gray in at the 3 slot. Nunley passes to Cheeks. Down low. Rebounded by the Hawks. Mitchell outside. Pass to Thunder. Off the left rim and out.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, he's already hit more threes since halftime than he did in the whole first half. He might have figured something out.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. On the wing, Mitchell.
Well, that's 5 now. It'll be interesting to see if they can continue to go at him to try to get him to foul out of this game.
And the Hornets making a change here. Rizachet checked in. A three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Here's Gray. Again, the Hornets score.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And the foul called on Thunder. That's his third foul of the game. Martin's checked in for Rizachet. On defense, the Hawks. It's an 18-point game. Gray, that's good.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
16 feet away, and he can't bank that one in. Atlanta's shooting about 40% here in the fourth quarter. Buries it down low. Barrett's got 4 this quarter.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Now, here's McDaniels. Tight defense on him. Gray off target with his 3. The Hawks trail by 16. Lyles with a wide-open look. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, he was scuffling with his shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
Charlotte has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Fades away. Rebound by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 9 rebounds now tonight. He takes it in. Offline with his 3.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes. And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit. Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team, especially when it comes on the offensive end.
Here's Gray. To the wing on the left. Now, here's Cheeks. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hornets.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And on top of that, they've really been dialed in from deep, just dropping triple after triple.
Here's Mitchell. And it's Harper with the rebound. Harper's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Hornets.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win. Here's McDaniels. Misses the 3. The Hawks trail by 13. Here's Lyles. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Charlotte shooting 53% from the field in the fourth quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. Cheeks kicks to Gray. The pass to good off the assist from Cheeks. Gray's got 36.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on.
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
Driving inside. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And so here's Charlotte. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Outside Martin. And it's the Hornets, another 3.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business.
Sometimes the shots just don't fall. Good game, MP. Man, the air really is thinner up here. Hope you've been running.